and a hearty welcome to you all on this session of online teaching. I welcome all the students of 10th standard. This is the first time we are meeting. Inshallah, today we will start with the first lesson. As you already know that the 9th standard format is the same format as for the 10th standard for English as a subject. Today I am going to teach you the first poem. I hope everybody is having the textbook with them. So please take out page number 3. Okay. Now the first poem we are going to learn is Where the Mind is Without Fear. Okay. So let us start. Now this poem is actually written by Rabindranath Tagore. He was born in 1861 and he died in the year 1941. He is a very famous writer, orator and a very renowned person at that time, very qualified and educated. He was an educationist. In fact, he has written a very big, volume of poems named as Gitanjali. Now, one of the poems from that Bengali writings, the whole of that book was in Bengali. Now, this poem was also a Bengali poem, which he later translated himself into English. Okay. Now, this is actually a kind of a a request to the God. What request he has done to the God? Actually, he was having a lot of love for his country. So, he is praying to God. Not only for the countryman, but it is a universal appeal for the human being. So, let us have the introduction first. Then I will read out the poem for you, and then each line by line we will understand the meaning of the poem. Okay, let us understand, my dear. Let us start. Rabindranath Tagore, born in 1861 and died in 1941, was the author of Gitanjali and his profoundly sensitive, fresh and beautiful verses. He became the first non-European to win the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1930. This poem is one of his vastly read and discussed poems. As I told you, it was originally composed in Bengali. Composed means it was written. And later he himself translated it into English. This poem is from his Nobel Prize winning anthology Gitanjali. Anthology, a kind of a major volume in which all the poems are set together and in the form of a book. The name of that book was Gitanjali. Now, Tagore lived during the time when India was ruled by the British. In this poem, besides political freedom from British, Tagore also appeals to God for social, educational and economic freedom for the people of his country, that is India. Okay. Now the first line of the poem. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. What does it mean? Now, when we are in fear, when people pressurize us or people put a pressure, or we are bound to do anything to them. Okay? But when the mind is not in fear, when we are in a happy mood, when we are not pressurized from others, we are not being oppressed or suppressed by another people. Okay. And the head is held high. When the head is held high, when we are in tension, sometimes we are not having the confidence in ourselves, we don't have our head held high. But when we are totally in confidence and when we are being respected by people and others surrounding us, our head is held high. Where the knowledge is free. What does it mean? Now we get knowledge from where? From the schools, colleges and everywhere. Not only the schools and colleges, but many of the institutes are there, many of such online and many of those correspondents and many of the people who give knowledge. But you must have seen that there is a vast difference in this society between the poor people's life and those of the rich people. The rich peoples, they are very much easily accessible to higher and qualified kind of knowledges. But to the poor people, the restriction is that they have to go to the government schools for the education. Why? Because they are not able to pay higher kind of amount of money which has been required for the good quality of education. So here what he is telling, where knowledge is free. That means the knowledge is given to everybody freely. Where the world has not been broken into fragments. What does it mean? Fragments means small pieces. Okay? Where the world has not been broken into fragments by narrow domestic wall. What does this sentence mean? Where the world has not been broken. Broken means it has not been divided. Divided into pieces. Fragment means pieces. Where the world has not been divided into fragments by narrow domestic wall. I'll give all the meanings in your group. Okay? By narrow domestic wall. Now here in the textbook also the meaning is there. Division on the basis of religion, caste, class, creed or many other things between the society's people. Okay? Where tireless striving stretches its arm towards the perfection. Where the words come out from the depth of the truth, where tireless striving stretches its arm towards the perfection. Where words come out from the depth of the truth means what? People, they are innocent, honest and they speak truth. They don't say different things in front of different people, right? Suppose I have some kind of a statement to be said, but in front of different people I will say different things. Many people in the society, we come across such people, they are talking in a different way to different people. Why? Because they are mean. They want to take advantage of those people. That's why. Okay? So here what he is telling, where words come out from the depth of the truth. That means the people are speaking truth. Where tireless striving stretches its arm towards perfection. What does it mean? That means they are hard working continuously and struggling for their targets to be achieved. Okay? Where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way. Where the clear reason of stream has not lost its way. That means they are attached to their goals. They know what they want. They are continuously trying in a hard and honest manner to achieve whatever they want in life. Okay? Into the dreary desert sand of dead habits. What does it mean? Into the dreary desert. Desert means, you know, where no water is there, no plant is grown, animals are also very rare in such kind of places. So he is telling into the dreary desert sand of dead habit. What does it mean, dead habit? Dead habit means a bad kind of habits which makes people go into the backdrop. That means they lost their ways, they cannot find themselves into proper manner or they cannot achieve their goals in that manner. Where the mind is led forward by they. Here THEE they. These they is and from the old English where it is referred to as to God. Okay? Into the ever widening thought and action. That means into the ever widening thoughts and action. That means always they are continuously progressing into their life to achieve better and better for themselves as well as for the whole country. Into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. That means he is requesting. This is a kind of a prayer where he is requesting to God that such kind of good qualities the human beings in his country should have. Now this is not only for his country, but it is a universal kind of an appeal for the brotherhood, fraternity, equality between the human beings of different race, creed and nationalities also. Okay? So here are some of the meanings which I will give you definitely in the WhatsApp group. Okay? If any difficulty in this, you can ask me later. Thank you so much.